Hey y'all, my name is Naira Botre and I'm a rising sophomore at the college studying biomedical engineering on the pre-med track. I'm so excited to welcome Harvard 2024 to campus and hope you'll consider joining us in the fall. To complement Virtual Visitas, because unfortunately you all won't be able to come to campus this spring, we wanted to make this video to paint a fuller picture about life on campus for Caribbean students and answer any questions you may have.
Hi, my name is Luke. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. I'm a rising junior in Cabot House. I study statistics and music. I also study at Berklee College of Music as part of the dual degree program.
Hello everyone, my name is Cody Ann Reed, also known as Cody. I am a second year student in Adams House studying neuroscience on the Mind, Brain, and Behavior track, and I am the Harvard Caribbean Club president.
Hi, my name is Alexandria Harriet. I'm a sophomore at the college and I'm concentrating in applied math with a focus in economics, and both my parents are from Jamaica.
Hi everybody, what's up? My name is Mansiana Kardashian. I'm a rising sophomore at the college intending to concentrate in computer science with a language citation in American Sign Language.
Hey guys, my name is Shah and I am the President Emerita of the Harvard Caribbean Club, which means that I had the honour of serving as president this past year. So for the 2019-20 academic year, I am technically a rising junior. I took a year off, but in that year off, I was still very much committed to the club. So I'm in the class of, I would say 21.5, so social 21, academic 22, still figuring that out. I'm British Jamaican and I am in Leverett House and I'm concentrating in history and literature and social anthropology with a secondary field in ethnicity, migration and human rights.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex Renee. I'm a first year at the college, planning on studying human developmental and regenerative biology, and I'm also currently one of the co-social chairs of HDC. I'm Haitian American, so sakapet to my zos, gang, gang, gang. And I'm just so happy to welcome you guys to the great Caribbean community at Harvard. We are so excited to meet all you guys on Thursday and then obviously meet you guys in person, hopefully in the fall if all things go well.
One thing that I love about Harvard is the fact that I get to connect with so many professors on a first name basis. Like if my mother even knew that I was calling these professors by their first name, she would.
Now, my favorite part of Harvard are my friends. I have to admit, I have some really great friends. To be honest, they're mainly internationals that I met during the pre-orientation program called FIP. And if you're international, I strongly encourage that you do that. I made such amazing friends there and they're still my best friends to this day.
My favorite thing about Harvard is the people. And this is such a Harvard cliche answer, but I've genuinely met some of my best friends and favorite people in the world at Harvard, just because Harvard creates such a dynamic social environment where you have people that are so interesting but are also passionate about so many different facets of life and the environment and society, and so well versed and educated about these things that I feel like I'm learning something every day just from my friends on top of classes. The Black community is also just so unmatched. And we clash, but at the end of the day, I know that the Black community here is here to support me and will ride for me in any situation. And so I just think that the kind of support network and the community that we have is just so wonderful and really conducive for a really great social and learning environment.
About being on campus was hands down the people. I met some of my best friends in just these 2 semesters that I was there, and I know I'm going to be friends with most of them for the rest of my life. So people is definitely the best part about Harvard.
So my favorite part about Harvard is, well, there's 2 things. The first thing is the people. That's a cliche, but definitely the people. When I got to school, I really saw that people were pursuing their passions a lot more than I saw in, that people were able to do in high school. And people were going to, all these different events and career fairs, and I was just like, wow, these people these people are so ready and they're so sure of their future. And it's not really that they were sure, but I started to learn and realize that people were just pursuing their passions, whatever they found joy in, whether it be politics, whether it be engineering, whatever it was, people were just joining things and getting their voice heard. And I was so surprised, and I was, well, pleasantly surprised, of course. And I just thought it was the greatest thing ever. And I was like, you know what? I'm part of this community and I can do this too. So that just felt like a really big booster to what I was able to do in college. So that was one of my favorite parts of going into college.
Favorite part of Harvard, for sure, is the Charles River. Living in Lev, I'm right by the river, and it's honestly stunning. And just how the campus looks in general in the spring and in the summer, it's honestly gorgeous. Even in the fall, when like the leaves are all falling, like absolutely stunning. I love that.
Another thing is probably the support resources at school. For me, I went in definitely thinking that everyone was a genius. And I didn't know that Harvard would have so many support resources for people. So me, I want to be a math major, but I don't have that great of a math background from high school. So it was kind of hard starting out. And then from there, I just had to take advantage of the support resources at school. And that includes like office hours when professors are just open to talk to you at any time. I had to take advantage of like extra help and all those different things. So one specific thing would probably be the Emerging Scholars Program. That was just a program that there was like a lecture twice a week, and it was just helping us with our foundational like mathematical and science concepts. So that was really helpful with a lot of the classes that I was in and continue to be in. And another thing was probably something called MQC, short for Math Question Center, and that's open 6 days a week. It's when people that have taken the specific math course already, they are pretty much there to guide you in anything that it could be, whether it be homework questions or questions about upcoming exams, everything like that. So it's always, there's just so many things that I never thought would have been there to begin with. And even like during coronavirus, like on Zoom, there's still MQC and there's still office hours and there's still all these different things that are available to you if you need the help. So that was just very reassuring to know that Harvard didn't expect me to be perfect, and they knew that not everyone comes from the same background. So it was just really nice to know that I had the support resources and I just had to take advantage of them. So, my
Favorite part about Harvard is for sure the people. I absolutely love everyone in this community. Everyone is just generally so nice, so caring, so willing to help you when you are in need of help, and that's just something that's so welcoming and so something that like I didn't really have in high school, so I'm really happy to have it here. And that's like across the student body, like the staff and the faculty. It's just something that's just like it's everywhere in Harvard, so I really love that fact.
One thing that I don't like about Harvard, I really can't think of anything, to be honest.
Now, my least favorite part of Harvard is that I find there's not enough breaks, not enough holidays. In Trinidad, we have a long weekend like every other weekend. So it's kind of hard that we go a whole semester and like 1 or 2 holidays. It's kind of hard.
My least favorite thing about Harvard? That's just such a hard question. But I think my least favorite thing about Harvard is probably the weather. Like the location, like Harvard can't control that, of course. But coming from Atlanta, Georgia, where like we have winter, but we don't really have like the extended like winter that Boston has. It was a very difficult adjustment for me, just to have to go to class when it's like snowing, which may not be like new to Northerners, but like if there snows in Atlanta, like everything shuts down. So just for me, like coming to campus and adjusting to like it being so cold and snowing and still having to like go out and do things was definitely new. So I would recommend like getting a big coat, getting gloves, getting a scarf, what else? Getting just like cold materials and thermals and stuff like that to adjust. And it's gonna take a minute, but you definitely get used to it.
Favorite part about Harvard has to be the food in Annenberg. First semester, I was really struggling in the dining hall, but ultimately it wasn't that bad. It's just that nothing can compare to home-cooked meals. My Delia Saswa, you already know. But yeah, so that was my least favorite part, but I survived, so yeah.
My least favorite part about Harvard is probably the food. Although the HUD's workers work so hard to feed like 1,600 students every single day in Annenberg, it's not the same as Haitian meal. So sometimes I get a little like sick of it, and I usually like buy food those days that I can't have food that has no flavor.
One thing that I love about the Caribbean Club is that I'm able to be myself and no one judges me. I'm able to express my culture and be around other people with similar cultures, and it's just such a homey community that I'm just amazed that is at Harvard, and I'm so grateful to be a part of that. I'm so grateful this year to be leading that, and hopefully you guys could make it better.
What I like most about the Caribbean community at Harvard is it's really taught me how expansive the Caribbean is and the Caribbean diaspora, and it's also made me appreciate the things that bind us. They're really cool people.
As one of the 4 freshman reps, I had the unique opportunity as a first year to engage in the Caribbean community on more than a social level. So I was involved in creating social events and facilitating communication between us and the Caribbean community at large. So I think one of my favorite parts about the Caribbean community here is that we are able to engage not only with ourselves, but with Caribbean communities of the surrounding colleges and areas. And this really showed at our annual Jubilee, which is an event of which is a celebration of Caribbean culture, where we typically have a celebrity guest. This year it was Spice, and Jessie Rue was hosting, which was amazing. And so in that way, like, the other schools in the community really showed out for us, and they really came in droves, and so that was a really well attended, really nice event that I had such fun planning, and that I was so nice to see everyone to come together and just really have fun together.
My favorite part about the Caribbean community is just how many nations are just here and how many people are from just so many different places within like the West Indies and the Caribbean. It's not just like you have a bunch of Haitians and a bunch of Jamaicans, you have Dominicans, you have Puerto Ricans, you have Cubans, you have Trinis, you have Guyanese people. You just have so many different people. It's just beautiful to see all these people come together in one community and like share stuff about our heritage, share stuff about like stuff that are similar within the different countries, and then also learn stuff that are a bit different within each country. My bad.
And my favorite thing I would say about the Caribbean community is honestly like just not having to explain yourself, like the acceptance, just like the banter, like you can use like the vernacular and the lingo that reminds you of home. Yeah, for me, coming from the UK, from a very Jamaican household, I really found my home and my community in HCC. You know, there's like idioms and like, I don't know, Jamaicans will understand like, the parables, whatever the word is, like little terms we use, like, I don't know. I feel like some of them are so obscene that only like other Caribbeans / Jamaicans would understand. So just having that like familiarity has been like really amazing. You know, not having to code switch and just like having a place where you can just be authentically yourself. And that's something that I've really valued and treasured, being a part of the Harvard Caribbean community. Also the food at study breaks, great. Favorite memory specific to HEC would definitely be our first ever Jubilee. For those of you who don't aware, our biggest event is the Jubilee that happens in the spring semester, where we award and just recognise a Caribbean artist for their contributions and just general excellence. And this event was established and spearheaded by another brilliant President Emerita, Kelly Hiles, who was the Vice President my freshman year when I was freshman rep. And the first ever Jubilee was honestly so much fun. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't really know what we were doing. And it was just brilliant to see like the efforts of all our hard work just culminate in such an incredible event, especially because we were at the time, and I guess still are, a relatively small organisation compared to others on BCL, which would be the Black Community Leadership. And so it was just incredible and very like rewarding to see that we could put on an event of like equal scale and equal measure, and just really like yeah, it was just so nice to really like have an event that was not just for Harvard students but also was open to the wider Caribbean community. And yeah, we were all super proud, and it was just so much fun. Like I remember the morning of, Mr. Vegas texts us like, or WhatsApps, and was like, oh, are the background dancers ready? And we were like, what dancers? So we were all in like the dance studio of Kirkland, like learning the dance routine to his newest song at like 2 a.m. the morning of Jubilee. So I definitely say that's some of my favourite memories.
My favorite thing at one of the Caribbean Club's events was when I was on stage at this past year's Jubilee, and I was performing a poem, and I got stuck in the middle of the poem. And to think that I would have been embarrassed, nope. I actually had someone in the audience help me finish the poem, and I was so grateful for that. And it was just such an amazing time.
My favorite memory of a HCC event has to be Jubilee this year when the band played Gunman in Your Hole. Only the real ones would get that joke.
I think my favorite memory from the Harvard Caribbean community would definitely be a study break we had in the beginning of the second semester, where we did karaoke with the Nigerian Students Association. And so it was just really nice because we had such a variety in like song choices, from like City Girls to Adele to Caribbean artists. And so it was just really fun to come together and just have that connection. And then of course we also had amazing food. We were able to order food from some local Caribbean restaurants. So we had patties, we had festival, and then we had Nigerian food and other things. And so it was just so nice to come together, eat good food, and just, enjoy each other's presence.
Favorite memory from a Caribbean event would probably be in my first year. We had like a reflecting on the first semester type of event, and it was just all first years. And we were just all talking about how hard it was being at school and just how we were struggling in classes and we just didn't know what to do. There's so many activities to do. And it takes a while to get used to that, like the amount of opportunities at the school. It's a great thing that they're there, but that's also just really hard for figuring out what you want to do. So when we had that meeting together, it was just so nice to see that other people were struggling too. And it was just like, okay, I'm not in this like alone. I have a community that's also going through the exact same thing. And just it's reassuring to know that all of us are going to get through it eventually. So that was my favorite event. It really put me at ease. So yeah, that was my favorite HCC event.
In terms of my favorite memory from a Caribbean event, my favorite memory was definitely the Jubilee. The food was amazing, the people were amazing, the performances were out of this world, and it was just overall just good energy, and I hope to see all of you guys show out next year. Corona willing.
Memory from a Caribbean event on campus would have to be when I got to talk to Jessie Woo at the Jubilee. So this past year, Jubilee, we had Jessie Woo as our host, and then we awarded Spice. Love Spice, but the best moment was when Jessie Woo started to talk to me. We were speaking Haitian Creole, sister to sister, and I was just like, wow, like this is what life should be like, It was just amazing just getting to talk to her and getting to take a picture like right next to her. I was like crouched down, but like I could feel her like presence,
Harvard 2024, welcome to the family. Congratulations on getting into Harvard, which is no small feat. We're so excited to meet you in the fall, and we hope you'll consider joining us.
So blessed and grateful that I have the opportunity to be here again another year, and I hope to share that with you guys. So, Harvard.
That's it. I'm Luke once again. Welcome to Harvard, class of 2024. I really hope I get to see you, well, maybe over Zoom online, but if not, in person soon, because you should pick Harvard. I think it's a place for me for sure. I would not be this comfortable anywhere else, really. I really enjoy Harvard, and I hope it's a place for you as well. Thank you.
Congrats on your acceptance. Yeah, and welcome to the community. I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Congratulations on all of your acceptances. I really, really hope I get to meet all of you in person in the fall. I will be the co-communications chair for the Harvard Caribbean Club this upcoming year, so feel free to reach out to me about ways you can get involved, and I really hope to see all of you on campus this fall. Have a good summer. Stay safe. Bye.
Yeah, so I just want to say like a huge congratulations and welcome to the community. I'm so excited to meet you all, and I'm so excited to make some new memories with all of you.
Congrats. You really did the thing. You got into Harvard, so you did that. And welcome to like Harvard. We're so happy to see you. We're so happy to get to meet you soon. We're so happy to just like embrace you guys into our little bubble and like ensure that you feel welcomed and included and loved. And that's what we're here to do. And we're just so excited to see you in the fall. All right, bye guys.